Good morning. I'm back here at the Pine Trailhead. There's some people camped out here, so I'm just going to shoot this little quick video and then I'll check in here in a little bit down the trail. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Here we go. Welcome to day 24 on the trail. I had a really nice zero on day 23 back in Payson. It was really cool. And again, thanks to Major Steve for hooking me up with a ride there and back and helping me get everything done. It made everything a lot easier, so I definitely appreciate that. And anyway, looks like the sun's about to come over that ridge. Still feels great though. It's about 50 degrees out, and I don't really have a plan today. I'm just gonna walk as far as I can, and then tomorrow I'll get up and get back on the 20-mile day routine. So anyway, here we go. Next stop will be, we're gonna get to Sunflower Highway and do that 15-mile cut around and go to Tonto Basin. So here we go. Getting a nice little splash of color down here at the bottom of the valley. Really pretty. Here's the first little cow tank we're passing, and look at that. Yummy. Delicious chocolate water. Luckily I don't need that, so I'm gonna just walk on by. Yeah, check that out. Well, so far day 24. Let's see, 17, yeah. So far, day 24 has been really great, even though I got a late start. I'm about probably 7 miles, maybe a tad bit over in, so off to a pretty good start. I think today I may only do around 18, and since I'm in a 95 stretch, that'd put me, 18 would be just under 80. So then wouldn't have to do 20-mile days. I could do 19.25 mile days. No. Anyway, I'm just being silly. So, just wanted to give you a look around. It's probably coming up on 11 o'clock. And feeling good, man. Well, it's a little rougher through here, but still not too bad. Kind of the dried up creek bed effect, but the uphill isn't too bad, so I think I'm gonna get up to the top and find a shady spot and take my first break. I'm I think about 9.5 or so miles in, so that's pretty good for the first day back out in a super heavy pack, man. So I probably have about 12 pounds of food easily, and about 8.8 pounds of water. So got about 20 pounds just in food and water, and then everything else I have. So pretty heavy on the first day out, but it's all good. So yeah, just going to kind of show you this section here. It's been on this long road with these telephone poles, so not the greatest view, but it's all right. Well, it's a little hard to see the trail through here. As you can see, it's pretty much a rock field, but I'm just following these cairns and enjoying this great view in front of me. I'm about 5.5 miles or so from a spring, so I'm going to get over there and fill up, and that'll be about 19 miles for the day, and I'm going to start looking for a place to camp. So good first day out. This is kind of more what I think people think of when they think about Arizona, is this kind of landscape. So this is kind of the first time I've been in this. So it's starting to look like a desert after 340 miles maybe. Check this out, it's everywhere. That's cool. I can't wait till I get down and see the saguaro cactuses, the big giant barrel ones. That's gonna be cool. I think I'm probably 100 or 2 miles from seeing those, so that'll be cool. Hey guys, it's getting close to the end of my hiking day, and I just thought I would do a check-in and just let you know what I thought about the day. Overall, kind of a strange day. I didn't film maybe as much because there were great views of mountain ranges, but they were the same ones, and so how many times could I film them, even though I did a lot. And then I did a long walk down a road with telephone poles all the way down it, and then turned on that and went down another long road. It was a lot of road stuff, so not really much to film there. So I'm probably 2 miles from this spring, and I'm gonna get over there and just reload my water, and it looks like I'll come across it a couple times early tomorrow, like within 3 miles and 6 miles, something like that. So I'm gonna carry less tomorrow, even though I've never done that. I've been afraid. The reports are real recent and they sound great, so I'm gonna trust them. And yeah, I'm gonna keep heading over to the spring, and then I'll look for a campsite nearby there. So thanks for hanging out with me on day 24, and we'll go find that spring and we'll get a campsite, and I'll see you over there. If you're the kind of hiker that gets kind of bored walking through the woods for 300, 400, or 500 miles, this would be a very good trail to explore, because you won't be in the same environment. I mean, some stretches you are in the pines and things like that, but they're just a lot of changes even throughout those days. So awesome. I'm hoping it holds up like this. I'm probably, I'm going to say about 1.5 to 1.7 miles from the spring, and I hope the landscape stays like this. But again, a lot can happen in 1.5 miles. So I just filled this bottle up out of that, if you can believe it. But it is slowly dripping in there. If you can see that out of that pipe. So I don't know if it normally flows better and you can fill it up right there, but I'd say that looks pretty darn good. So pretty happy. It looks like it's been used for a long amount of time. But anyway, yeah, I just came, the trail's right up there. So I just diverted down here, and I'm clearly going to get some water and get out of here and see if I can find a place to set up camp. Alright guys, I decided to just set up right here. I almost did it right there. That was a really comfortable spot, and it actually probably was a little better, but I kind of wanted to be here where I could look out. So I set it up that way. The sun is going down. It's looking good over here. It'd been cool if I could have gotten out on the edge on this side, but it looked like it was going around and back down, and I just couldn't do any more today. I did a little over 19. I'm not sure exactly how much, but I'm gonna call it a night here, and that's it for day 24 on the Arizona Trail. So yeah, it was a great day. The road walking and stuff was a little boring, a lot of rocks, but then the views were spectacular, and especially here at the end of the day, it really exploded. So really nice. Found good spring. That water's great. And I'm gonna go ahead. I just finished dinner. I'm gonna go ahead and get in there and clean the dirt off my feet and do all that stuff. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 25, and hopefully we'll get up. I'm gonna get up early and try to do at least a 20. So I'll see you in the morning. Hey, good morning guys. I hope this is gonna pick up. It's a little early still for this camera, but man, I've been hiking for a little bit. I'm not too far down the trail, but just wanted to say good morning and welcome to day 25. And we're gonna try to do 20.9 miles today over to another spring. But luckily we're crossing a creek and a river along the way. So right now I have 2 liters and I probably won't pick any up until the river, and then we'll load up there and head over to the spring. Beautiful colors in the sky. But look at this. Look at the light playing on that. It's gorgeous, man. It's cool to see these mountains from so far away, and then you finally get right up on them. It's really cool. Kind of did that with Humphreys way back outside of Flagstaff. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. Well, this makes me happy to see all this water. Look at this, I'm walking on grass. I'm off trail, I'm supposed to cross. I'm gonna go down here and see if I can get across and just cut back through. Well guys, this looks like my best bet right here, I think. I may get a little wet on that side, but it won't be. Like, it's pretty deep down there, so pretty sure I can make it. All of my Ozark and Ouachita Mountain hiking is paid off with all the rock hopping there. Alright, I'm gonna go find the trail. I just walked all the way up that way to cross, because that's pretty deep out there. So anyway, that's it. East Verde River comes through again. What a beautiful river. Taking a look back at what I've been through. And this is probably going to be the hardest climb of the day. It's down there at the bottom around 3,400 feet, and this is going to cut up and around the side of this ridge and go up to about 5,100 feet. So a little slow going through here, stopping in this little bitty shady spot and catching my breath, but I think this will be the hardest one of the day, so I'm glad to get it out of the way early. I don't know if you can tell how steep that is, but it'd be bad if you slipped off the edge here. It's not very wide. I mean, you can't really walk there. The path is right here. I mean, it's not bad, but if you did slip, it'd be pretty bad. I don't think you could stop yourself. You just bash into a bunch of rocks and shrubs. Oh well. I'll just be careful. Well, before I turn the corner, I just wanted to point down there. That's where I was just standing a minute ago. Or really 4 or 5 minutes ago, I should say. And I feel like I'm getting close to the top, because look at this. Beautiful, man. I am not making good miles at all today. I don't even think I've done, gosh, if I've done 8 or 9, that'd be a stretch. There's no way. I don't even know what time it is. It's got to be after 10, but yeah, just the conditions. I mean, it's been pretty hot today. I'd say it's around mid 80s. Pretty exposed. not a lot of a breeze happening. Heavy backpack and man, just relentless uphill so far. It is about 10:20 and I've gone 7.6 miles. That's terrible, but I just can't make better time on this kind of terrain. It's very technical, rocky, uphill, and I probably wasted 30-45 minutes down at the Verde River, but it was just gorgeous down there. And anyway, hopefully I don't have to do 20 today. I really need to get to the water at 20, but I could probably get there early in the morning if I can't push it out the rest of the day. If it stays like this, I'm not going to get a 20. So I'm going to sit here in the shade. I mean, I'm right on the trail. There's just nowhere to really jump off, so I'm just going to sit here and eat lunch real quick and drink a little bit of water and hit it hard. After climbing all morning pretty much since the Verde River, I am about 10 feet from the top of this thing, and this is hopefully my last look back into the valley. And I started way down there, and it's been I mean, the tread has been fine. It's just the heat and the constant uphill sort of saps your energy. But anyway, this looks to be the top, so let's go see what we're about to walk into. Not much of a view, but at least I'm gonna go down for a while, so might be able to make a little bit better time. And farewell to that valley and everything between here and Pine. Cool. Really green back here. Here's a better look at it. You can really see it opening up here. Beautiful, man. I'm almost to the top of this anyway. So let's get up there and see what kind of view we have. About to disappear into that, and I'm not sure if I'm going over to the other side, so here's one last look from this mountain. Beautiful. All right. I'm gonna say that so far, day 25 has probably been the hardest day. I don't think I've done this much uphill. The Grand Canyon was probably a little harder, but you know, it was just one long uphill and you were done, and so you kind of knew that. This has been up, 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 and then you go down and you're like, oh no. And then it does this. See, you think you're just gonna walk through, but no, you're going up some more. All right, I'm gonna put this up and dig in.
I'm still about 2.5 miles from that spring, and I have 1 liter of water, so I'm just gonna keep hiking and get there tonight. So this will probably be my last check-in for tonight. I'm just gonna get over there and load up on water and drink a ton. And I'm probably just gonna cowboy camp right there. I'm just gonna lay down on the ground and go to sleep because I'm exhausted. I took a break a couple hours back and I kind of dozed off for 20 or 30 minutes. So I'll probably just throw my tent on the ground and put my Neo Air on top of that and just pass out. So I'll try to get some shots when I get over there with my headlamp, or because I'm gonna probably leave in the morning early again. In case it's like this, I need to get more miles in. So anyway, day 25, probably the most brutal day so far. But you know, it can't all be flat and pine needle surface, so I'm just taking one day at a time. And yeah, I'm gonna push on to that spring. And like I said, I still have a liter and just a little bit in my other bottle, maybe a quarter. So I'll definitely get there with that. And with that, I will see you at the spring. Check it out, guys. I just came over this ridge into this other valley, and wow. Amazing. I still probably have about an hour to get to the spring, so I will use the headlamp and show that to you when I get over there. So this will probably be the last check-in until then. Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome to day 26 on the Arizona Trail. And I did make it to the spring last night. The water is murky, just like they said on the reports. I only took 1 liter and came back down the hill and just let me show you my campsite here. I didn't have the energy to set up my tent or anything, so I just folded my tent in half and threw my stuff down. And clearly someone's camped here before, and I don't even know how I found it. The trail's back down there. I just kind of walked off. There was somebody camped over by the spring, so that was also a little strange to run into them in the dark. But yeah, I got 1 liter of really murky water, drank the rest of mine. Haven't filtered it yet. You can see I got the nylon slipped over the bottle when I filtered it in. But I got at least 3 reliable sources according to the info today. So I'm going to go back up there and get maybe a couple liters. And then there's some pools about 3 miles away, and then something around 9 miles, and then another spring around 18. So I'm hoping to go 18 and get to that spring and camp there. So I'm going to finish putting all this in there and go up to the spring and see if I can get some, it was dark, so I'm going to see if I can get some better water. So I'll show it to you when I get up there. Welcome to day 26. Well, guys, got her all tore down, and it's a great little site here. Like I said, I don't even know how I stumbled across it. I'll show you where the trail is, and it was very dark when I got here, so I just kind of wandered off the trail through the bushes here. And right here is the trail. So I just kind of wandered back there, not knowing what to expect, and found that great little spot. Alright guys, here's what I got. That does not have Gatorade in it. That is the water out of there. I filtered it with a nylon over it to try to keep some stuff out. Now I went up the hill and found out where it was seeping out and tried to get some with a baggie, and I think it's worse.
It started out good, but there's a lot of debris in there, so I'm probably going to just pour this one out and use the brown water because I think I can get it with a lot less stuff in it. Alright, it looks pretty good after filtering. So let me show you guys what I do. I slip one of these nylons over the bottle and filter the water in. Then I put it over the Sawyer and filter it back through again, so it's kind of like a double filter. And these are super lightweight and easy to carry. This is only the second time I've had to use them, but you can see how brown that is in there and how good that looks now. So I'm going to drink all that right now, filter 2 more, and then head out. So far day 26 is starting out a lot smoother than day 25, so hopefully it won't be such a beat down today. I had to hike 14 hours yesterday to I did 20.9 miles to get there, and today I'm only thinking I'll do 18. There's a spring up ahead. Well, there's a couple, but there's one at 18 something, and I think I'm gonna just aim for that one today, and I'm gonna hit the first one up here, and there's supposed to be water there. I'm gonna drink a full liter there and load up again. But yeah, so far the terrain has been much nicer. Maybe it's not going to be so up and down today, and I'll be able to make the miles. And one thing is, it's still very cool. It was actually really cold last night. I got in my sleeping bag and put all my sleep clothes on, including socks, which I have not done on this trip. And a few times I got down in that bag and it felt great, but when I would wake up, it would just be, an explosion of stars above my head. It was awesome. Well, I've been in the shade almost all morning. I've been lucky. I've been on the side of the ridge that's been in the shade, but it's starting to get warm now, which is fine. I'm less than half a mile from Chilson Spring, so I'm just gonna do my thing, get over there, drink a liter of water, load up, see how far the next one is. I think it's probably only 7 or 8 miles from there, but I'm probably gonna carry too much. I want to be able to drink whenever I want. Yesterday I kind of had to really nurse it so I could make it, so I don't want to do that again today. So I'm gonna get over there and figure it out, but check that out right there. That's awesome. Made it to Chilson Spring, and this water looks much better. I can actually see the bottom. A few bees swimming around in there or drowning, I don't know. But if you can see that sign right down there, that's where the trail is, and it's fairly straight up to get here, so thank God it wasn't too far. But yeah, I'm going to sit here for 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to drink a liter. I'm going to finish the one from Hopi Spring, which I've already put a pretty good dent in. And that's not the water, that is Gatorade. It filtered out really nice. But let me show you something real quick. Here is an unfiltered bottle that I got at Hopi Spring. It almost looks like the Gatorade, huh? But this is what I generally do, is I don't filter until I need to in case I come across something better. So now I don't have to run that dirty water through the filter. Then this is much better. So I am not going to filter that. I'm going to get rid of it and fill up here with this clear, delicious looking water. Right, bees? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is shaping up to be a really beautiful day. There's been a little bit of climbing and stuff, but the trail has been a lot more like this, real easy to tread. Been in the shade a lot.
And yeah, it's just been very pleasant. It's amazing how days can just flip. So I think I'm, I don't know, 4 miles from the next spring, and just kind of taking my time. Not really too sure how far I'm gonna go today. I may load up. I may not try to make it to the last spring. I may just stop early and camp and try to get back on my getting up at 4:45 and start hitting the trail at 5:30. I just couldn't do it this morning. I was beat, and I wanted to go up there to that Hopi spring where I could see what was going on, which that water wasn't that bad, but it did clog up my filter some. It was running real slow. I back flushed it there at the Chilson spring, and I mean, just like all this brown chocolatey water came out. So after that it started working great. This is insane. Look at that. That is cool. This is kind of a cool vantage point. I can see right there at the top of the saddle. We came down and came around and around here. Climbing right underneath this. Pretty spectacular. Harder with no trekking poles. Well, I'm going to say I think this is the coolest place I have walked through since the Grand Canyon. This has just been, I don't know, the word monolithic comes to mind. I can see where I was on that saddle. Insane. Man, Arizona, huh? So I was looking on the map, and that is Mazatzal Peak that I've been walking around. Very impressive. And it looks like I'm turning now and leaving that behind, unfortunately. But wow, I thoroughly enjoyed hiking through there. I didn't care. It was just so much to look at. It was insanely beautiful. Like I said, probably one of my favorite sections since the Grand Canyon. That was just really awesome. Well, I just hit the junction back there to Bear Spring, and the sign said it was a quarter mile back here, but that's okay. I'm not going to take any chances. I'm down to 2 liters, which is pretty good. I left the Chilson with 3, but I've been feeling good. I drank a whole one there, so I drank a whole one on the way here. So I'm going to do that again. As soon as I get here, I'm going to sit down and drink a whole liter, and then filter another one and load up with 3 more. So I'm going to take 4 at least, and maybe 5. I'm going to look at the water situation, and I think I'm going to stop short of the next spring, and I'll just hit it in the morning when I can see. Otherwise I'm going to have to hike into the night again, and I'm not doing that. So anyway, quarter mile down here. Shouldn't take too long if it stays like this. Won't be too bad coming back. Well, this is Bear Spring, and it's actually quite cool. And here's the water I took out of there. Looks really nice. I have 3 full liters and 1 filtered with some Gatorade in it. And the next spring is 9 point something miles away, so I think 4 is going to do it for me. I should be able to go 10 miles on 4 liters. But yeah, this is a really neat little spring, and today has been great for water. So I drank a liter at the last spring, drank 1 here on the way here, and then drank 1 when I got here. So I'm just going to continue to do that. So I'll drink 1 until I find camp, and then in the morning I'll hit that next spring and reload again. Hey, one thing I wanted to mention about all these springs along the way, they all are marked like this with a sign. So if you just happen to be trucking along and not paying attention, at least there's a sign to kind of grab your attention. Looks like we're going back into some pine trees. Looks pretty piney all the way. Hope that's the case. I'm trying to bust out another, about 5 miles. Hopefully I'm a little under that by now, but somewhere in the neighborhood of that. And I would love to end up in a pine forest, because if you didn't know, looking under pine trees is some of the best camping. It's usually really soft under there. You just got to move the pine cones and all the stuff, but usually really nice. So I'm hoping that that's the case. Whoa, let's keep moving. This looks great. Yeah. Look how hellacious these drop-offs are, man. All the way down there. It's staying right on the edge, too. It's about 5:20 and I am leaving the Mazatzal Wilderness. This is the boundary right here, and yeah, there were some great campsites back at the saddle. There were like 3 or 4 there, but I hit there around 4:30 and felt good, so figured I'd just keep going, which could be a mistake looking around, but I'm gonna just look for some place starting right now, and if I have to cowboy again, I'll just find some little spot where I can lay down, and I'll just do that. So no biggie. Beautiful colors here at the end of the day. May have to bust the headlamp out again, but man, check out these colors. I'm trying to get down to a lower elevation as fast as I can. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. But in about 15 minutes or so, I'm gonna have to get the headlamp out. See, there was just a little cut in there, but there just isn't. And I mean, I've been looking hard, so. Well, hey guys, starting to get pretty dark, and I came around the corner and I found this spot right here, and it is perfect. You could actually probably fit 2 people in here. I'm gonna walk back here and see if there's anything better, but this is looking like it for now. Yeah, I don't think so back here. Just gonna see if there was anything secluded and off the trail a little bit. Let's see what this is right here. Oh yeah, perfect. This is gonna be it right here. Alright, I'm gonna go grab the stuff. Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome to day 27 on the Arizona Trail. And now that you can see a little better, check out this campsite. I mean, come on. The trail is cutting right through there. And at first I was gonna set up right down here because I thought, wow, flat spot. And then I walked up here and it's perfect, a sandy little spot. Really tucked in here. It was really nice. So I've got 1 liter and 1 mile to get to the next spring, so should be no problem there. Gonna load up there, and we're gonna, a couple things today. We're gonna break the 400 mile mark, and we're gonna make it to the Sunflower Highway and beyond. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Great spot. One last look. Awesome. How about that? Alright, I'm gonna get moving. Look at this. There's 3 gallons of public water right here. Well, this changes everything. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of that, so I'll be right back. I thought that was a rock, and then I go, hey, what is that? So, AZT Public. I don't know how it got here, but I'm not going to argue. I didn't see it last night, and I almost walked away and didn't see it. And I thought, that's a weird looking rock. So I went back and couldn't believe it. So now I have 4 really, I had 1 liter already filtered with Gatorade, so I just got 3. So I got 4 really good liters of water. I don't know who put that there, but thank you a million times, because you just made my whole day. I really appreciate that. Let's check out what we're doing here. Mexico 404, Utah 396. Almost halfway.
I made it over to Thicket Spring, and man, what a great source of water this is. I just came over here and I drank a whole liter and just got one right out of there, and it is crystal clear. It's moving. Unfortunately, I seem to have lost my tripod somewhere, so I'm sitting here faced with the decision of backtracking a mile and then coming back this mile, or just abandoning it. So I'm gonna sit here and think about it. Unfortunately, I'm gonna let it go. So I have my tiny little tripod, the kind that you can attach to trees and stuff, and it'll get me by for the next week or so. So anyway, I'm just gonna keep hiking fast today. I want to try to do a lot of miles, so tomorrow I'll be close to, I have a hotel over at Tonto Basin for Thursday, so I want to get as close as I can so I can make it as much of a Nero as possible. I don't want to do 15 miles and then, you know, that's not really a Nero. So anyway, enough rambling. I'm gonna get on with it. Bye bye, tripod. A lot of nice green valleys today. Completely different from yesterday. It's all rock, but lush today. Well, so far it has been a really pleasant walk this morning. Just a little bit of climbing, but I've mostly been down in the bottom of these valleys. Mostly in the shade, and it's really cool down here. So it's been really nice. Nice change after the last couple days. Oh, we just saw a deer. Oh, there he goes up the hill. Dang. I doubt that got on camera, but if I hadn't been talking, I might have been able to catch him. Well, just when I was saying how pleasant it was to be down in the valley, I climbed all the way up, came out over there. And I'm heading this way. So I guess I spoke a little soon, but it was still really pleasant and cool down there. Glad I got to see those deer. Haven't seen any, and those are the first ones I've seen on this stretch. Saw tons of elk and deer up north, but I guess maybe they're just not as prevalent down here, or I just haven't seen them. Anyway, moving right along. I'm looking for, there was a water source that was about 10 miles from where I camped, and it could be the last one, so I'm gonna fill up there for sure, drink there for sure, probably carry more than I need, because I just don't know what's up at the highway. Probably no caching right now, since you're not supposed to go south of the highway, but we'll see. There's a creek on the other side. Tends to flow year round from everything I've read, but I can't rely on that, so I'm just hoping. But here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. March on. Should be getting close to the next water source, about
maybe 3 miles out, I would guess. And that's just kind of really the main focus of every moment is, okay, I got water, where's the next water? Okay, now I've got this water, where's the next water? It's just kind of the hiking to water game. And so far I've been really lucky. 392.9 miles in, and first time I busted my ass just now on this little easy thing. Came down and my feet slipped out from under me. It just went down on my knee, but still, that's the first time I've hit the ground in almost 400 miles. Man, I thought I was going to make 400, but so close. Anyway, no big deal. I mean, it didn't hurt. I barely hit the ground, but I just was like, damn it, all that way. All right, 392.9, how dare you. Well, I've been seeing water for about the last quarter mile here, and it is a little slimy-ish, but it looks pretty good, and I think I'm going to take it out of this pool here, because if you look right there, it's running in. Looks a little stagnant, but it's running out, so it's moving just a little, and obviously going to have to filter, but that's everywhere, so I think right in here looks pretty good, and I'm going to go ahead and load up and drink another liter while I'm sitting here, so break time. I think this is probably the best pool that I've seen. That looks pretty deep. Come around on that side, but the water I took back there was really nice. It looks really clear. There's just so much horse poop around and stuff that definitely gonna have to filter that. But it really didn't look bad. So even though there's a lot of algae and stuff in the water, not too bad. I mean, I've taken from many pools on my other hikes and water that wasn't moving, and it was fine, so it doesn't bother me at all. And this is at least kind of trickling down, so not too bad. All right, boom. Cool. So yeah, this stretch from Pine Trailhead down to the highway, which we're probably about 4.5 miles from, this has been the most scenic stretch. I mean, it just has been amazing. It's been really tough, but wow. I mean, every little twist and turn, all these cool little canyons. I mean, there's been so much to film back here. So, yeah, from Pine Trailhead down to Sunflower, I don't know if it's Sunflower Highway or Trailhead, but where you would normally hitch 30 miles back into Payson and resupply there. Yeah, beautiful. This has been my favorite stretch as far as scenery, so really cool. But we're almost out of it, about 4.5 more miles. Well, look at that. I think that's the first time it's been less than Utah. Awesome, man. This is really cool. 393, so 407 miles. This isn't accurate. This is old because when I hit the highway, I'll be at 402 according to the app. So still, I'm very happy to see it. Really cool. Well, I've kind of been on this road for a little bit here, so I don't know if it's like this all the way to the highway. Hope not, but look at this in front of me. Really great. This is 400 miles right here, and there it is. I went back, I crossed it just a little before that. I just wanted to make sure it was in the across the line, so that's another big milestone for me. I've never even come close to 400 miles, so it's pretty mind-blowing to think that I'm halfway, a little over halfway done. So I just got to do everything I did again, and that's it. So really looking forward to it, especially if it's going to look like this. So 400 in, man. Feels really great. I'm really, hang on, I'm really happy about that. I didn't know what to expect. I never know what to expect on any hike. So to hit that number is great, and so I'm looking forward to hitting 500. So let's keep heading south. Well guys, I made it to the highway, and this is pretty cool. You just cross under. So I'm gonna go up here and see what's going on. They probably have the trail closure marked and stuff, so I'm just gonna double check that and see if there's a water cache of any kind, even though I actually got here with not 3.5 liters, but 3.25. So, man, I'm amazed. And Sycamore Creek isn't too far away, so be checking that out here. All right, pretty cool. So this is where the trail's closed. Let's see, I am somewhere, just went through there, kind of right in here, if I had to guess. And this part is the part that is closed. So I'm gonna go over here, and there should be a forest road, hopefully. And I'm gonna start walking down that road, and it crosses that Sycamore Creek a few times, and if I don't see anything by the time I get parallel with the one up here, I'm gonna cut across and check it out. So I'm gonna head this way and see what happens. Well, I had no idea what to expect by taking this route, but it's turning out to be pretty good. Here. Yeah, I'm just following see what is this, East Forest Road 22. I just cut over off of the Arizona Trail on a little spur trail to hit it. And so I'm going to take this over to a place called Pumpkin Center, and then about a mile from there is Tonto Basin, and I have a room there tomorrow night. Well, this is great. I have 3 liters of water, and I've already seen plenty back here, and I haven't even gotten to the crossings of Sycamore Creek, so it's all working out. So
I may get over there early and check in tomorrow. I don't know, we'll see what happens. I'm just gonna keep walking for now and maybe camp down by this creek. See you over there. Well, I think it might be light enough for you to see where I set up camp for once. The road is out there somewhere, and I tried to kind of hide back here behind all this brush, and it's raised up a little. So yeah, got it all set up. I don't have anything in there yet, but I did walk late again, so I probably only have about I'm gonna say 12 to 13 miles over to my hotel, but unfortunately my reservation isn't tomorrow, it's the next day. So I just got over here faster than I thought, and I might just go in and see if they have a room and check in a day early. Like, I need to spend more money, but either that or I'll camp out tomorrow, check in early, and then get out of there early, because I'm going to have a road walk to meet back up with the trail on the other end. So that's going to be terrible, and I want to get it over with, and I'll probably leave in the middle of the night so I can walk with very little traffic. So that's it for day 27. Thanks as always for hanging out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll head over to some civilization where they have stores and cold things. So anyway, I'm gonna eat some food and finish setting up. I'll see you guys in the morning. Hey, good morning, guys. It is Wednesday, October 21st. And this will be the 28th day on trail, and wow, man, I slept in because I don't have that far to walk, but it is cold this morning, so this should be a good walk. It's only like 10, 13 miles, but I'm still in the old sleeping bag, and man, I can't believe how cold it is. But anyway, I'm gonna get everything torn down, and we're gonna head over to Tonto Basin. Really pretty, but wow, I just can't believe how definitely the coldest morning so far. I hope this continues. I mean, it is getting to be late October. It's time for it to start cooling off some, so maybe this is the start. But alright, I'm gonna get it torn down. Alright, I finally got everything torn down. This will definitely be my latest start. This is a great little spot, not too bad. I was walking around though, and I happened to see one right over there by that tree. There's a fire ring over there. That's pretty cool. Do one last look, make sure I got everything. Looks good. Alright, not too far from the road. And let's see, I'll show you this over here. Oh, not through there. So by the way, welcome to day 28. So this was officially 4 weeks, 28 days. Some more camping right here. The road's just right there, but I kind of wanted to be hidden back there behind all that, so worked out really great. The sun actually is going behind I think that's called a cloud. That's the first time this has happened on this whole trip. Haven't seen many clouds, so really nice, a really crisp, chilly morning. So should be some easy walking, especially if it's like this. Should be over there in no time. Well, it was a heck of a climb out of that valley. Yeah, just because you're on a Forest Service road, I guess, doesn't mean it's, all like this. It was super uphill and very rocky, very rutted. I think it'd be even hard to get a four-wheel drive up some of that.
Look at this. This is cool. Now see, this looks like a road you could drive on, right? Nice, smooth forest road. And then this. Nice, smooth forest road. Alright, looks like I'm going up in there and over a pass, so this could be hard here for a little bit, so whew, I'm gonna buckle down and try to get over this bad boy. This route parallels pretty close the Arizona Trail. I think at the most I'm like four and a half miles off trail, so it probably looks a lot like this over there, just all burned up. So I wasn't sure if this road would be closed. I was kind of worried about it, but there was a big barricade back there where they could have shut it off, but it was open. So again, I feel pretty good about cutting through here. Well, I think I've finally reached the top here, and I was looking on the maps, and this is called Reno Pass. So looks like from here I'm going to start heading downhill, and I'm just under 7 miles from the first little town, Pumpkin Center. So hopefully I'll make better time going downhill, and we'll be over there soon. We'll try that that drink, that Dr. Pepper drink I've heard about when we get there. So can't wait to see if it's good or not. So here's a really good look coming down off the pass. Still a little hazy down there, but if you look, you can see this road running all the way down, so that's a good sign. I'll be able to have a fairly easy walk the rest of the way, so getting closer. Well, I'm here. Don't see any stores yet. I'm gonna go down here and see what this big pumpkin head is in Pumpkin Center. Let's go check it out. I think this is a restaurant. Yeah, authentic Mexican food. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, well, I may just keep on going down then. Welcome to Tonto Basin, where the West still lives. I hit the Dollar General over there. I got 2 Gatorades, 2 Dr. Peppers, and that should get me the next mile or so. I've already slammed almost this whole one just to have something cold. Amazing. Yes, gonna make it. The old standby. Feeling good now. Hey, look at this. It's the first one up close. Cool. Man, that's kind of what I've been waiting for this whole time. Look at that. I'm going to show you guys the beautiful side of this. Whenever I show up somewhere, you can see where the backpack was and the strap. Man, just turned into a filthy mess after 4 or 5 days, and then have to go into a store and, you know, see people with dirty fingernails, and man, what a life, huh? So, check out this room. I didn't know there were going to be 2 beds, but it hardly matters. Got a little fridge, microwave, tiny TV. Small, but man, I think it's cool. I love these little out-of-the-way places. So let's show you outside real quick. Got some cacti going on out here up on the hill, I noticed. So check that out.
108. No smoking. So yeah, very happy with that, and I'm gonna go ahead and get cleaned up. So day 28, pretty good one. Got some cold drinks, got a room, so that's gonna wrap it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Will be another 0. I'll resupply, do all my normal stuff, and then we got the walk down to Roosevelt. It's going to be a lot like that road walk we just did, and it looks to be about 15-16 miles from here, so definitely going to do that as fast as I can in one day. So day 28, we'll see you guys later.